Hi, Indian movies recapped here. Today we are explaining the movie Ghostbusters Afterlife. A powerful monster that was locked for many years gets released. Some youngsters come to hold it. The famous ghost hunter Dr. Egon is shown at the start of the movie. He was bringing a ghost while trapping it from an old mine. Meanwhile, a strange power attacks his car because of disbalancing. His car gets into an accident. His car tilts because of the accident, but Dr. Egon comes out of his car. He was moving towards his house, but Dr. Egon has set many traps on the way. Dr. Egon turns the ghost capturing machine, but it gets damaged and Dr. Egon has another machine. The machine tells about the presence of ghosts nearby. Meanwhile, a weird ghost appears from the smoke. The ghost power again moves to the mines while landing Dr. Egon. The scene shifts to Chicago and Dr. Egon's daughter Collie is shown. She lives with her kids named Trevor and Phoebe. The owner of the house arrives and asks for rent from Collie. Collie says to the owner her father died a few days ago. Their financial condition isn't good. The owner doesn't listen to Collie. He asks them to leave the house. Later, Collie moves to her father's house while taking her kids. Her father died in the present. Collie tells this to her kids. Trevor and Phoebe get shocked seeing weird things around the house. Collie reaches the chute but she doesn't have keys. Collie asks Phoebe to open the door. Phoebe was skillful in this and opens the door easily. They come inside the house and watch the household's mean. The house starts shaking. There was an earthquake as well. They hide under a table. Collie asks her kids to live with those weird things in this house. Because they have no other house. Phoebe finds the ghost capturing machine near the chair. She picks it and the old friend of Dr. Egon reaches. She was the assistant of the Ghostbuster team. She tells they have nothing except for this house and the will. They move into a cafe and Trevor sees a girl there. The girl was a cafe worker. Trevor gets impressed by the girl and starts doing a job in the cafe. Collie tells Phoebe now they have to live here and she should make some friends here. The meter in Phoebe's room turns on at night. The light also turns on and the chest near the window also falls down. Phoebe was feeling this strange. She adjusts the chest and again places it on the table. Trevor also moves out to check things. He finds the old car of the Ghostbuster in the garage. Phoebe notices the chess piece was already played automatically. Phoebe realizes there is someone else except for them in this house. Phoebe leaves while playing her turn in the chess and then Phoebe is shown in the school. Collie meets her teacher in the school. She asks her teacher to take care of Phoebe. Collie moves to the market to bring painting things and the market owner tells Collie something about her father. He tells Collie her father was strange and kept on doing experiments in his farmhouse. Phoebe becomes a friend of a boy who likes to record supernatural things. There was an earthquake again but Phoebe sees it doesn't affect anyone. Phoebe's teacher tells her that earthquakes often happen and he is also researching it. Phoebe's friend asks her to go somewhere after school, tells her the place is amazing and takes her to the old mines. He tells Phoebe many people worked here before. But they start missing gradually and then Phoebe arrives home. She notices chess is automatically playing and understands there is something wrong. The meter turns on and the lights also turn on. The meter takes Phoebe to her grandfather's chair and reaches a place while following it. She finds an underground door. Phoebe takes the trap machine of Dr. Egon to the school. Phoebe's teacher tells him this is a real ghost trap machine. Her teacher asks her about all this. Phoebe tells her teacher these things are of her grandfather. And her teacher shows her a video. He tells her there was a Ghostbuster team many years ago. This machine belongs to those Ghostbusters. Phoebe discovers grandfather was a Ghostbuster and they try to open the machine. The machine opens and a huge ghost appears from it. The ghost moves into the mine. Phoebe's teacher arrives at her home to research the old things. Phoebe's friend finds a whistle and their teacher tells them this is a death whistle. The evil ghost can be sent back while playing it. They also find the ghost in Dr. Egon's book that was released by the trap. Trevor and the girl are shown going to mines with their friends. When they reach there, some ghosts attack them. The earth starts shaking and they run from there being scared. On another side, Phoebe reaches Dr. Egon's lab while following the meter. Phoebe notices many other machines of Dr. Egon. Phoebe was understanding those machines. Phoebe was skillful in this. Now Phoebe wants to know more information about her grandfather. Phoebe tries to hold that ghost. It was released by them mistakenly. Phoebe tries to catch that ghost with the help of machines and her friends. The ghost who eats iron moves towards the city being annoyed by her. Trevor is shown on another side who has made the car fine after a lot of hard work. He goes on a drive in that car. He meets Phoebe and her friend on the way and makes him understand everything. Phoebe finds many other gadgets while sitting in Dr. Egon's car. They move to the city to capture the ghost. They capture the ghost who eats iron. But they have made the condition of the city worse while capturing it. The police arrest them because of it. Phoebe calls Dr. Egon's friend instead of calling her mother. She tells him about Dr. Egon's death. He tells Phoebe Dr. Egon was dead when the Ghostbusters team was separated. The time was over and the police takes the phone from Phoebe. Meanwhile, Collie along with Phoebe's teacher arrives there to release them. The police keep Dr. Egon's car and things. Phoebe asks her mother in the next scene why she didn't tell the truth about her grandfather. Collie tells Phoebe her father didn't want to take his responsibilities. But this was useless to be told. Phoebe's teacher finds small ghosts. It was made like marshmallows and then notices a huge monster. The ghost they release from the trap machine. Phoebe's teacher tries to run from the ghost monster. But it comes upside his car. Phoebe, Trevor, and their friends decide to go to the mines. They start collecting information while going there. They notice the dead body of an old man in a coffin. They notice the dates were written on the walls in the mine. The dates of the disasters. They notice the nearby date on the wall means 2021 means there will be something in this year. The old man who was locked in the coffin he revives. The kids get scared seeing him and Phoebe decides her grandfather was fine. She decides to tell this her mother. Collie reaches her father's lab while following the meter. She notices many pictures of her there. Collie realizes her father was far from her but he loves her a lot. Meanwhile, a ghost attacks Collie. This was the ghost monster who hunted Dr. Egon. Now the ghost has controlled Collie. When they come home get scared seeing the condition of Collie. On another side, the city again starts shaking. Because the ghost has control over Phoebe's teacher. Phoebe's teacher was destroying the city while using the ghost machines. The ghost who controlled Collie takes her to the mines. The kids reach the police station in a Ghostbusters suit. They break the jail with the help of the ghost who eats iron. And they again get the machines. They move to the mines while taking these machines. And discover the ghost-controlled Collie and Phoebe's teacher is none other than the protective ghost of the mines. Gozer also arrives there who was the goddess of those strange creatures. Phoebe tries to distract the goddess. Phoebe's companions attack the other ghosts. The ghost comes out of Collie's body and takes them from there while escaping. Phoebe's teacher was still in control of the ghost. Phoebe's teacher and goddess reached their home while chasing them. Phoebe's machine was losing in front of the goddess Gozer. The old team of Ghostbusters comes there to save them. They were the people who worked with Dr. Egon. They were the Ghostbusters. But they didn't defeat Phoebe and then Dr. Egon arrives there to help Phoebe. They attack Gozer. They become successful when they attack Gozer together. Phoebe's friend also ends the marshmallow monsters. Meanwhile, Trevor gets an idea and again activates the machine with his gun. Because of it, the traps in the field again get activated. Collie turns the switch on and the ghosts along with Gozer were trapped in the machine. Now Dr. Egon's friend apologizes to him and Collie hugs her father. His soul leaves forever. The monster ghosts were locked and there wasn't any ghost in the city. In the end, a member of Ghostbuster is shown taking Dr. Egon's car and his goat down. The meter there begins to illuminate, and the film concludes with it.